Good afternoon, everybody. I'm about to cook dinner and I thought I would just show you what I'm gonna have for dinner. I went to the market. It's Sunday fun day today. It's the 13th of March today. It was very, very windy, so I didn't feel like vlogging my market experience. I normally show you. I did have some yummy food. I had another curly potato, which is literally like a full potato that this food truck takes a full potato, spiral cuts the whole thing, stretches it out onto like a stick, and then they deep fry it and then they put like a salt seasoning of your choice on it. And I got like lemon salt on mine, but you can get chicken salt or garlic salt, different salts. And then I also got a crepe that had chocolate, banana, and caramel in it, but honestly, it was a little too sweet for me. I would have probably just been better off with more plain crepe. I've been craving like American pancakes. So good. Like if you know IHOP, I've been craving IHOP pancakes. I should just make them myself, but I haven't found the motivation to make my own pancakes. I digress. Let's get back on track. I got some ingredients from the market to make dinner with. I am making a tomato-based pasta. Very excited to have this. It's one of my favorite, most easy kind of meals to make. I've been really making a conscious effort to not eat out as much right now. Last week I ate out a ridiculous amount, like 6 times, because like I had the brunch and then I stayed out for dinner and then I was eating out way too much last week. So I only ate out twice, including today at the market. That was the second time. But groceries are on the rise. The price of groceries in New Zealand right now is insane. Like it's in the media and everything about, you know, how petrol prices are raised, food prices are raised. It's a bit of an expensive place to live right now in New Zealand, so we won't get into that. Let's just get stuck into some cooking and I'll show you my simplified cooking. I am by no means a chef here. I cook very simple meals. I don't really show my food and stuff on the channel, so let's give you a little insight into a Kyra cooked meal, which is typically fast, easy, simple, and delicious. So let's do it. I've got my pan there and I'll turn it on in a second. You can see that I'm working with a very small kitchen. I have basically like a kitchenette. It's not a full kitchen. This is not a full sink. I only have 2 elements. Somehow I have a dishwasher, but I don't have an oven. So I use a convection oven there. Well, it's like a halogen light oven that cooks food. I got it from Kmart. So we do the best we can with our kitchen. These are stuff that I got from the market. An onion, a red pepper, or as they say in New Zealand, this is a capsicum. I'm using a food processor. This is a $6 investment from Kmart. Really chops up the onion in this really finely. You'll see in a second. I'm doing a bolognese sauce. So we're going to use this New Zealand beef prime mince. It was on special. Gives you an idea of some of the meat prices here. That's what we're going to be cooking as the base. Like I said, it's a tomato base pasta I'm going to make. So I've got this I don't even know how do you say this? Arrabbiata, and this is just going to give me a little bit of a spicy kick. I don't normally have that with my pastas, but I think it'll be nice. I'm not sure if I'll add this yet, but these are just tomatoes. And then to thicken it all up, I'm using a little bit of tomato paste. I'll save some of this paste because when I have this meal, I make leftovers, and when I'm reheating my pasta, I always add a little bit more paste because the sauce tends to be a little bit dry without adding more paste. And then our pasta today, I feel like I'm doing ASMR. If you know, you know. I don't know this brand. I just found it. But it's fusilli. Love it. The sauce, I find, really gets trapped in these spirals and it coats the pasta. So I really enjoy eating spirally pasta like fusilli. I don't even know how much this all would cost, but it will last me about 3 meals. I'll have like 2 meals left over and 1 portion to eat tonight. So let's get cooking. Okay, like I said, I'm using this food processor, but first, before we can put it in here, we have to get our 2 products ready to go. So let's do that now. Okay, so this is the onion. It's all prepped. Half of it into the processor. This is a manual processor, so literally you just take this, hold it down, and pull. It's like a lawnmower. Obviously, the more you pull, the more finely chopped the onion is. Snap off the lid. Voila, we've got a processed onion. That took no time at all. Let's go ahead and do the other half. Before we chop the rest of that onion, I'm going to get my pan on. I'm gonna start with some oil in the pan. get that heated and add the onions once I finish chopping them up. Let's do it. Okay, and now we've got it all diced up. You can see some of it is pretty tiny, and then we've got some like chunks, which I think is fine. I didn't use the processor to get like exact precise ingredients, but I'm gonna let this cook down until the onions are translucent, the pepper has softened, it's in there with the oil. I'm gonna add a bit of salt now, just for some flavor. We have cooked down the red pepper and onion. You'll hear that it's sizzling really nicely in this pan. This is a pretty big pan actually, and it takes up the whole element here. So I have to like kind of squeeze in with my pot, which will have the pasta, but I want to get them going at the same time, so it'll be a little bit crowded, but that's what I'm working with in this kitchen, so we'll just deal with it. I'm going to add the meat in now, season it, and we're going to cook that until it's brown. So I've used some Italian herbs, and I'm going to mix it into the beef. Just break it up. For now I have it separated from the onions, sort of. Just kind of push them to the side so that I can get the initial brown on the meat. And then I'll mix it all together once the meat starts to cook a bit more. I'm also gonna add in some garlic now. It's not fresh garlic, but it's crushed garlic. This will add some flavor. Just add in generous portion and stir it in. Okay, I've got my pasta water trying to boil, but it's, as you can see, it can't fully fit on the element there, so I'm gonna do my best. It's sort of boiling on that one side, and I've got the ground beef cooked down now. It's rendering the fat out. You can see it there, just waiting for it to kind of cook out a little bit more. It's pretty much finished. It's ready to add our sauces, and that's pretty much it, guys. We're almost done. There we have it, my very easy pasta. I've served myself up a portion. It smells so good in here. Like, I'm gonna try my first bite with you guys, and I have so much leftovers. This is gonna be awesome. It's just a very simple dish. In total, it probably took like 30 minutes to make all of that. Super easy. Let's have our first bite. Really nice. I love how saucy it is. Some of you may thought I put a lot of sauce in, which is true, I did. I added tomato paste, a can of tomatoes, and also pasta sauce, but that's how I like it. And also the noodles suck up a lot of sauce, so a lot of that goes away, especially if you have leftovers. A lot of the sauce gets sucked away once it's integrated with the noodles, which is what I like to do. Some people keep it separate, but I love to mix it. Wow, this is so good. I love the fusilli. Bon appetit. Thank you so much for watching this cooking portion. I will see you guys in another update. Bye.